I don't do this all the time, but this is a, how's it called? Well, I'm tired. It's a carbide lamp. They used to use in the old mining days. It takes carbide. Put the carbide in the bottom. Drips water. You adjust the drip right here into the carbide. Releases the gas comes out there. Like it's supposed to do. So let's venture this together and see how it goes. Here's the first problem. I'm gonna give you that little hole. So I better do this over the sink. First, I'll have to make sure this is off. This is the dripper. All right, I think I'll need the measuring cup. Fill her up. You know what though? We'll use the measuring cup for the dripper. Okay, it's full. So now I'll make sure this thing actually drips when it's supposed to. Oh yeah. So hold up here. It calls for it says adjust so that there is one drip every 1 second. One. That's the drip every 1 second. So let's put that on back. Stop that from dripping. And this is the level to fill the carbide up to. I'm assuming. Let's see what it says there. Ready for. Now fill the carbide 1/2 inch to below. 1/2 inch to below 3/4 of an inch of the carbide chamber. Do not fill the carbide chamber because calcium carbide will expand as it gets wet. Okay, so we just, I said I wanted to keep it below these notches. And we don't want the carbide to get wet because it expands. Let's get someone to scoop this out. I'm sure my wife loves me using all our kitchen utensils for science experiments. This is what the carbide looks like. It's like rocks. Ooh, you know what? Oh my gosh, it smells like the same stuff when I was a kid. We used to have these cannons that you'd fill up. It exactly smells, because that's what it is. Wow. So, I probably filled it 1/4 of the way. From what I understand, this thing can burn for an hour, I don't know, or longer. Let's set the drip again. 1 second. Screw it tight. We might have a. Holy shit! Oh, I think it's because there's oxygen left inside of it. It is starting to light. I didn't want to use the striker in this, so I just painted it as. Oh my god. So really what's happening is we move it around the water. Man, it is like shooting off like every drop that comes out of it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's having to get the, I believe it has to get the air out of it. Wow, look at that son of a bitch. Because it's actually full of acetylene gas. Every drip, that's enough. You see the fire go like that. You can see it's actually, there was oxygen, outside air, inside the chamber. And it makes it really aggressive, you know, just like oxyacetylene. So what's happening here is that the acetylene is actually pure in the bottom of the canister down here. It got rid of all the outside air, and that's why the flames start to become more stable. But that's it. I think it's pretty bright. Let's try the lights out. Wow. How about that? Is that amazing or what? So that's what the miners used to use, right up on their head. So I guess I'll let this thing burn, and as you move it around, it'll get brighter. Woof! Okay, that's what happens when you add too much water at once. It takes off like a rocket. I tried to increase it a little bit. It does not take much. I mean, just lightly cracked. Better move this out of the way. There's plenty of water in there. Yeah. But what you want to do is get it to a point where it's stable. That's it. You move that around, it'll increase the, you know what I mean? So while you're working with it, the intensity will change a little bit. That's what our miners used to use back in the day. You see them moving it. I even have some background light here, so. Pretty darn cool. I'm just gonna let that burn for a while, see how long it actually burns for. Wow. Oh my God. You just get, if there's a little bit too much, if the rate is a little too high, you know what I mean? It'll, I guess we keep it right here. I just adjusted it down a little bit more. Oh my God, that's crazy. There's water left in there. Should be plenty of water. Right. Oh yeah. Well, what happens is when the pressure is so high in the chamber, when the pressure is so high in the chamber, it'll overcome the weight of the water, push the water straight up. Well, there you have it. Still have all my fingers.